boy Guapo, and welcome back to the 444 show. Now look, this next topic is not gonna make us any new friends, but it's gonna be very interesting. Now me personally, when I first made this show, I thought I was gonna be always talking and giving knowledge or whatever, but today not for that. Today is more about learning and asking questions that other shows don't wanna ask. Like for instance, do black men treat Spanish women better? And do Spanish women treat black men better? And where does the black woman stand with all of this? Let's just start with my girl Millie, at Millie Mucho, by the way. Now Millie, when I first met you, I thought you was Dominican, by the way.
Okay.
You got that
I
whole
get that a
Dominican
lot.
vibe, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's like, you date obviously, you know. Y'all
Yeah.
seen her, right? Yeah, she's very thick. You know,
Hey, y'all.
she's cute. So, you date, and like, what's your opinion? Like, I'm sure that you had Spanish men before, black men.
Yes.
Like, how do you feel they treat you, Spanish men and black men, and how they compare?
Okay, so I want to say that Spanish men are very, very affectionate. Like they gonna tell you how they feel on the first day. It's gonna be very like, "Ay, mommy." Like it's like sometimes it could be a little bit too intense.
They're very affectionate.
Yes, very affectionate. And even like the women too, I feel like that's just their culture.
Yeah, it is.
They are very affectionate. Like if you, like me, I work in a nightlife, so I might walk in a club and meet a Spanish girl or meet a black girl. The Spanish girl is always gonna come up to me like, "Mwah, mwah," kiss on the cheek. Black girl gonna be like, "Hey sis." That's just it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So as far as that goes, I would say the black men might be a little bit more like nonchalant,
well, like,
standoffish.
Now, you know I'm a fake doctor.
Okay.
So let's break some of that down real small. Now you said that the black woman is more like, "Hey sis."
Yeah.
Now why do you think she's more laid back and not so friendly?
Okay, so like I'm a black woman, obviously, and I would say like we're not really raised in the same way that Hispanic women are raised or Hispanic men are raised. Like, you know, it could be more like your mother's not gonna be like, "Oh, I love you so much" every day or whatever the case may be. It's gonna be like, "Sit your ass down, go this, do that, you better finish school, it's like more like that. So you know,
like, do you think that's why like Spanish women are more affectionate and more nice? Because like,
100%. I feel like it's the way you're
being
raised.
a black woman, like most now, I don't want to put a stigma that every black woman was a single mother. But the majority are, and when they raise their daughters, they tend to raise them to be smart, tough, and don't trust people. Because being a black woman in America, you come through a lot of certain doors that are closed for you that are open for somebody else. So I think that the reason why one may perceive a black woman tougher or less affectionate is because society has made them have to be a little less trusting, with a little less friendly, because this world isn't really nice to them. You understand?
Facts.
So maybe that could be a reason why people might see a black woman as standoffish.
Or angry.
You know what I mean? That's the word, the angry black woman thing. But in reality, like, if you was raised in a culture the way it is now, where everything is set against you, and even the black men that you have to pick from, they have so much hurdles to cross, it can make someone angry. But not too deep just yet. Let's have some fun
not too
still.
deep.
Let's have some fun still.
So wait, I do want to answer the question though.
Okay.
So the question was, do you think that black men treat Spanish women better?
Yes.
So my answer to that would be yes and no.
Okay.
So why would I say yes? I think I would say yes is because like I'm gonna take it a little deep. Like society subconsciously brainwashes you to think like light skin, red bone, this, that, and the third. You don't even know that you being like programmed to like this. So when you hit a certain level, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna get," because it's making me look like Lil Wayne, Fabulous, Future, whoever is out here promoting that. You get what I'm saying? So like, I feel like when a black man get a Spanish woman, he might do a little bit more to get her. And that when I say they don't get treated better, I'm gonna say, this is me speaking from personal experience. You know, I'm from the Bronx. I've been raised around a lot of Spanish women. I got best friends that's Dominican, Puerto Rican, Guatemalan, and they be getting dogged, like dogged
By the
out
poppies?
by the black men.
Okay.
Like dogged out. Like it was like unbelievable. Like he
Oh,
slept with your
hold
sister.
up now. Let's switch it up though. So I see you shaking your head. I see both of y'all shaking your head. Do y'all disagree?
Dog.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not shaking
Angelica,
my
I want to
head.
hear your opinion.
So, all right, this is gonna be a little deep, but I'm not generalizing any race, ethnicity, or man. I think the ones I've chose to be with have done the things they've done, and the Spanish men, particularly Dominican. Okay, so I'm Spanish and African, so I can speak on both. They were extremely abusive, and it sucks to say that, but they were. And the black man I've dated, the black man I'm dating now for 9 years, has never, called me out my name. He's never disrespected me. He's never even so much as yelled at me. Again, this is not to say that all black men are one way, all Spanish men are one way. This is just the people that I've chose to date that kind of happened. It happened to me. I don't think all Spanish men are affectionate. I don't think all black men treat Spanish girls good. I think it's who we choose to date that kind of like, and we bring it out of those guys too. Like not for nothing. How my man treats me now is not how he treated his ex, and I'm pretty sure that happens with you, and I'm pretty sure that happens.
Absolutely.
So I think it's kind of like every situation is isolated. It's there's some exceptions, and
But we trying to generalize.
So
no, I don't think there's a generalization in anything because I think there's some.
But in a way.
No,
Right.
I can't generalize.
So basically, look,
Okay.
let's get to the question.
I get
'cause
it.
I want to keep you on course with your answer. So you think that, in your opinion, that black men treat Spanish women
they
better?
have treated me better.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So why? Okay. So now, was his ex was black or was she Spanish?
She's Spanish and white, I guess. I don't know.
So how'd your family tend to him, being that he was a black man?
Well, they're all
and Spanish?
Africans. My mom's side is all Africans. They love him to death. Even my dad, my adopted side, who's Dominican. So my real father, he's Puerto Rican, but my adopted side, who's Dominican, he loves my boyfriend. I think he loves him more.
Hold up. Now, being Hispanic, like, does your culture embrace black people behind closed doors?
Absolutely.
Because I always see like the fake love on, not fake love, but I see love and I'm like, I wonder if they really down with the black race for real. Like,
we do.
they really like
Absolutely.
behind closed doors, honestly.
I never want to say that we're colorblind because that's ignorant. But the truth of the matter is, because I was raised in Newark and my mom was raised in Africa, we don't see color. And I know that sounds ignorant, but we don't see color. It's if you treat me, my mom and my adoptive dad, who's my father, and my grandmother, everyone, as long as my boyfriend is treating me right, they don't care what he
So
looks
when did
like.
you start? Okay, so like you love chocolate, right? Like, right?
I
So
do.
when did you realize?
Someone darker
So
than
when you
Ooh, I got
always into
something to
black
say
men,
about
like
that.
inside,
Absolutely.
like,
Yeah,
but
I'm
what
attracted-
spark? Like what actor? What ball? Like what sparks your love for chocolate? Yo.
Morris Chestnut did it for me when I was a little girl. I
Hold
loved
up.
it.
So did no poppy star come and scoop you up off your feet? Like nobody look.
Spanish wise?
You're Spanish, so like
No.
being Spanish, like didn't no Spanish men like why do Spanish women they tend to date black men a lot?
I
They
think
do.
it's geography too. I was
That's true.
raised in Newark, so I seen a lot of hood
Oh,
men.
yeah.
So I kind of and here's the thing: I don't want to correlate black men to hood men. It's just men who dress a certain
Well,
way.
listen,
who
if you're in
carry-
Newark, you're hood. We're just gonna
We
establish that.
We is a but not every. I don't want to generalize, but I will say this: that I like a particular type of man. I like dark skin with facial hair. He could.
Damn, hold up, like yo, that's the opposite of me.
And I do love tattoos.
I got the beard, though.
And I do like men that like sports because I love sports. So I think it's geography. It's not necessarily for me.
Yeah, she crossed over, yo. So all the black men watching this, she.
No.
Feel me? So look, you over there doing a lot of
Yes,
oh yeah,
right.
yeah. So what's your opinion on this though? I want to hear your opinion on this.
Back to the original question, right?
Yes.
Do black men treat Hispanic women better than black women?
Yes.
I think that in the black men that I've dealt with in my youth, and I'm not gonna say today, I'm gonna say like in my early 20s, always used to make emphasis to that, right? They're like, oh, I only fuck with Hispanic women. I only fuck with Latinos. And you know, at the time, like I was ignorant. I didn't know any better. So I'm like, oh, okay. But today, the black men that I've dealt with, I don't feel like they'll treat one better than the other. I think it's just, like you said, the specific situation. Like if you and I get together and that's what it is and the energy's good, then you're gonna treat me a certain way.
How about Spanish men?
I don't think it matters what I am.
How do they treat you?
Say that again?
Like Spanish men.
I don't deal with Spanish men, you know.
Hold on. Aren't you Spanish?
I don't deal with
Spanish?
Hispanic. I don't deal with Hispanic
Why?
men enough to really gauge that.
But you were saying, but why though? Tell the truth.
I honestly, and not saying, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I never or I would
Speak
never.
your mind. Go ahead.
I just prefer today not to. And
Why?
like I have in the past.
Why?
I don't know. I think, you know, I mean, we're gonna get
Why?
No, I'm gonna get a little deep, and I'm gonna say that I think that my reason for not dealing with Hispanic men is because of my own father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen the way he was, and that's not what I want. You know, but all men are cheaters, so it's
No,
it's
not
like,
all men.
No, you're right. Not all men, but the majority of men are gonna.
Black men do not cheat. This is a fact. But you know what though?
Okay.
But see,
Sure.
now this show is fun, but also I'm gonna break it down to you at what you said. Now remember, think right. When a black man, before the crack epidemic came, the black man was in poverty. Because at that time, it was no jobs for the black man. It was no way to be equal to the white man. Like, we had nothing at that point. So when crack came, what was the first thing the black man did? Not all black men sold crack.
Okay.
But the majority, you know, the big time money came from crack in that era. And what was the first thing they did when they got that money? They bought cars.
Right.
You
Jewelry.
see gold chains everywhere. You
Fur
see
jackets.
jewelry. Sometimes things that you couldn't obtain when you was broke, when you finally get the money, you grab it first. That's the
Speak on
jewelry.
it.
That's the cars. That's the gold. So now me in high school, right? You know, to have a Spanish girl in high school, you was cool. I'm gonna be honest. If you was a black dude in high school with a Spanish girl, you was kind of cool because it was different. And in rap songs, you know, you hear about Mama C, they got the bad mommy, Diddy and J-Lo. Like, it was cool to have you a bad little mommy. You know what I mean? So it was like, so in high school, usually the dude with a bad mommy sold drugs, or he had some money, had him a little car, had the bad mommy, they wearing Colombian jackets, they come into school drip. And remember, a Spanish woman is raised to pay attention to a man's pockets. I'll say it again. A Spanish woman is raised to pay attention to a man's pockets. Like it or not, Spanish women, they raise their daughters to don't date no broke man.
I'm not
You
gonna say
understand?
women. I'm gonna say their fathers.
So usually those Spanish women in high school, they would choose the drug dealing black dude. You understand? So I think that stems from a lot of black men put mommy on the pedestal. Like, yo, I got me a bad little mommy. You feel me? So I think that's where it comes from in my generation, from where I'm from, is most black men wanted a mommy when they were younger because it was a fad, but they couldn't really afford one. So now when
It's like a
they
sign
can't
of
really afford to be
success.
cool.
Status.
Yeah, like it might sound silly, but this is the truth. This is where we from. And I think it stems from, damn, I want Maria, but she wearing a Colombian jacket. Her father spoils her. She got the gold chains on, you know what I mean? And look at me with my little dirty white tee. But now that, you know, you get money and you get your car, your jewelry, now you want that little Maria in your car, that trophy piece. And it's like, is that right or wrong though? Because why can't your own kind be your trophy piece? Why does we, like, it's the way society has made us think that
what Millie
something's
said.
different isn't a trophy. Like when a black man gets a white woman, you know that back in the day you couldn't get that. It was illegal, first of all. But now what you gonna do?
No,
You
right.
get rich and what you do? You get
You
you a white girl.
get a white
Because
girl.
you couldn't get it before.
Right.
When you
So I
get
think
on-
this stems from black men doing things they couldn't do before.
Right, but it stems off of what Millie was saying. Like in society, you've just been programmed to think that anything in the
Yes.
white area or
Subconsciously, like you don't
better.
even know that. Sorry to cut you
Yeah.
off, but you don't even, like, people don't even know that they growing up to believe that one thing is like a better thing to have, or like this is a symbol of like you got money
Yeah.
or this that success.
I don't agree with that, right?
You know,
Like, I feel like
I mean, this is my thing.
Like
I'm
it
a
is,
black
though.
woman.
This is the way I see it, right? Like, and I've learned. I grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood. Like, we probably had like one black family, right? So it wasn't until like I was an adult that I started being around other neighborhoods where it was other kind of folks, right? I've seen black women that look like me.
Yes.
So, you know, that confuses me, right? For a
So
man to
yes,
think-
light skin is also included in this.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
but,
see-
but what
But,
And
but
me
what's the
being-
difference between a black woman looking like
It's
me?
this.
But
The
can I-
But she
color.
looks like
Yes,
me,
hold
like
on.
same color.
But can I
No,
say something?
but like
Guys,
a
can-
darker
Can I
woman.
say something? Why for me it was never looking at someone's skin. It's like, yo, I like you. You're dope. And
girl.
I
I
know
love
it
that
sound-
for you.
No,
Yeah, no.
I know that sounds crazy to y'all, but for real, it really does start in the household. Because if your parents teach you not to look, again, because I'm from both worlds, African and Spanish, if your parents teach you not to look at people for their color, I promise you, you'll probably meet better people than the people that you're meeting, including myself, because the truth of the matter is that we can't generalize anyone saying, oh, all black men are this, all white men are this, all Spanish, that we find good and bad in each. But I will say this, that let's stop looking at people and generalizing them, and maybe we'll find what we're looking for.
That
No,
sounds good though.
Yeah, no, but
That
we're
sounds
speaking in
sweet though,
general,
but
right?
but we're gonna speak
we're
in
speaking-
general though. Let me go, Melody. In general though, this is what it is though. At some point, society, movies, hip hop, music, they put the Latino woman on the pedestal, and even now in the strip clubs, you see nothing but mommies in there in black neighborhoods. If you go to the strip club, you see nothing but Spanish girls in there, and
Absolutely.
usually it's hard to even get booked if you are have a dark
Black.
complexion and not super bad. So society has basically kind of like, maybe it's a secret ploy to stop making black babies, who knows, but it's very diverse now. It's even being pushed on TV. Diverse couples, diverse TV shows. Like, it's kind of tearing the black woman and man apart.
Absolutely, I totally agree with
Because
you on
how
that.
could you be from a black neighborhood? Look, even I sat on camera and I said to you, when I was younger, we used to look at Spanish girls and go, or light-skinned girl, because they kind of was in the same category, and go, damn, I need that light-skinned girl or that Spanish girl. It was a status symbol. But you see, but let's get deeper though. When did lighter skin become a status symbol? Why can't a girl with her nice complexion be considered the same as having a red bone? Let's dig deep and go, what caused that? Was
The
it
white
music?
man.
Was it music?
I think it could
Your
go real
parents?
deep.
Like, what is it?
This is what I'm gonna say
did that?
too. I'm gonna say something like this, like just how you said, like you're attracted to dark-skinned men, right? So me growing up as well, I like very dark-skinned men, right? Like I would see it on TV. I'm like, oh my God, DMX is beautiful, or such and such a dark-skinned man. So like growing up, whenever I would like want a dark-skinned man, they wouldn't want me back. It would be like, no, they want light-skinned girls, light skin. And then the lightest skinned guy that's black wants to date me. You understand? So it's like the dark-skinned man, it's like, it kind of seems like you're ashamed of yourself. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't really want to associate with the dark skin. And then the light skin is trying to prove that he's so black, so he gonna get the darkest girl he could
He
get.
came though, and like a quick story though, when a long time ago, this like dark skin was seen as the opposite. It was considered like royal.
Right.
And every Egyptian temple you see, every scroll, every woman, every man was brown. But eventually, Egypt had split in half, and Lower Egypt was ruled by a white king. So to stop the war between Upper Egypt, they decided to marry the couples together. So it was a white queen with a black king, which made what? A light-skinned baby, the royal baby, and it was called the mulatto skin. And that's the foundation of black people hating their dark skin. Because once those two kings came together and had that baby, it was like, oh my God, the baby is so light, that skin is so beautiful. And everybody wanted to have their baby light. So it's history in everything we do. Nothing just happens. But that's kind of one of the main things that stopped us, the black people, from loving their skin and why black men seem to think that a white woman or a mommy is a trophy. Yo, on the Guapo Show, like we definitely like to give y'all real jewels, opinions, and humor, but also some history too. But you know what? I'm gonna bring my sister out and Bonnie out, and we're gonna see what's good. So Angie and Mel, I'm gonna see y'all later though, all right? Don't go too far neither. Don't get too saucy, Mel. I'll watch you. Don't get
Not
too
me.
saucy over there, 'cause you be getting saucy.
Not me.
So I had to go get 2 more people for this. I got younger Zelda, I got my sister, and I want to really like hear your opinion though. Like, do you think that Spanish men treat black women better?
Well, in my experience, yes. So, like to piggyback off of what she said, they are more in tune to their feelings. They are more affectionate. They have no problem expressing themselves. And somebody like me, in the beginning, that's a little too much. It's a little overwhelming. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they have no problem at all.
So black men don't express themselves like that?
Well, not to that extent, no.
See, I'm saying that every black man watching this right now don't express his feelings. Black men, I'm fighting for y'all
All
right
my
now.
black kings, I love y'all. It's nothing against y'all, but y'all.
It be the ones that you don't really
But
like.
see, but being a black man, you can't be like that though. Like
I get it.
being in this, living as a black man these days, you can't go around expressing your feelings and can't go around being so easy to be like, you know, got, because the world is built to get you already. It's hard enough to just surviving, and they gotta reserve that. And that's why most black men probably are reserved, is because we got more to lose, it feel like. You understand? It's like, it's harder. So you got something to say. And what's your opinion, young Griselda?
And to piggyback what she said,
Okay.
so you know how black women are raised in their household to not trust like that, right? So think about it. They feel like, oh, I get me a mommy, I sweet talk her, I could finesse her. He gonna get in her mind, you know what I'm saying? So like a mind game too. Because at the end of the day, if you a dog, no matter if you black, Spanish, whatever. So it's like, you probably feel like he could get over on you a little bit more because you're more affectionate. But then you see I get crazy, now you know not to play with me.
So who do you choose though?
I do date black men though.
Hold up, I need me a poppy, hold up. We got a poppy in here? We got a poppy in here? Is it on?
You know, I get my little.
Is it on?
I'm half poppy.
Let me see, hold on, we need a poppy in here. Like, so what are you?
I'm half black, half Cuban.
So he's like, he's a happy. He's a happy. So do you treat black women better, you think? Be honest,
To
Jay.
be honest with you, G, I've never been in a position to treat a black woman better than a Spanish woman, because my preference is Spanish women.
Okay, but you have black though.
I am half black.
Is your mother black?
My mother's Cuban.
Oh, so your dad is black.
Absolutely.
So you never seen a black girl you like? Like, damn, I like that. I want to date her. Never?
I mean, you know, on TV, maybe a little Laura London.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Christina Milian, but I was.
Them red bones, see?
Yeah, them red
This is
bones.
part of the.
What about Kelly
this part of the
Rowland?
problem we see here.
Millie, I'm not saying you're not gorgeous. You're
No.
beautiful. But
No.
what I'm
Thank
saying
you.
is that growing up as a preference, or what was around me, due to the culture that was around me, it was mostly Spanish girls and, you know, Italian girls.
Okay.
You know, but I can relate more to the Spanish women based upon my heritage and my background. You know, so it was a little more easier. You know, and I could relate better to the Spanish women compared to other cultures around me.
So do you speak Spanish?
You know, I'm Cuban.
Okay, so your black side of the family, like, they cool with you just not dating no black people? They just like forever? Like,
No, you know, it was always just like, oh, okay. Like, you know, you just accept whoever it is that you fall in love with. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter about color, race,
Okay.
whatever it is. You know what I mean? Now, at this point in time, I'm actually in love with a half black girl, half Dominican girl. So
him and his
I'm
half
best of
shit
the
get on
world.
my nerves. Him and his half and half shit don't even count.
But at the
Him and his half
end of
and-
the day, you know we all black though, right?
Exactly, bro.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
he-
you
you
just
break it
speaking
down the
another
middle.
language.
Is he black to y'all or is he Cuban?
He's black.
Man,
he
if
black.
the cops come right now and
You
pull you
black.
over, you going to jail, okay? You going to jail, dog. You feel me? So,
You getting profiled.
so like, do you feel like you just said Million and you said like London, Laura London, like, do you think that they're black? Like, that's the version of black you like?
I just think that there's something about them, whether they were light-skinned or dark-skinned, that just draw my attention.
So, like, you're saying that how you was raised and how you were brought up, you tend to like a lighter woman.
I think
That was saying, bro.
well, I mean, I think that seeing my father, who was a darker man, fell in love with my mother, who was a light-skinned woman, who was beautiful. You know, I just saw him and I was like, oh, I want to be like my father. So like father, like son, if my father did this, then
That's like
why
my
couldn't
mother
I?
and
Millie,
my father.
What happened?
My mother's a light-skinned woman. My father's a dark-skinned man.
And you like dark-skinned men.
But they don't like me back.
They don't like you back. Hold on. To all the dark-skinned chocolate brothers right now, Millie, are you single right now, Millie?
Huh?
Are you single right now? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm
talked
sorry,
to
guys.
somebody, he's
Y'all done messed it up. Y'all messed it up. Well, is he a dark-skinned man?
He's like my complexion.
So that's good. So you found you a little chocolate.
Yeah, I got a little in the mix,
Found
you know?
you-
I mean, I'm happy, but I'm just saying, like, all right, like, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm choosing violence right now. So,
Choose violence.
listen, I work in the nightlife, right? I've literally had plenty of men come up to me, black men, and they be like, oh, you so beautiful, but I don't date girls that's your complexion. I only date light-skinned girls. And these guys be darker than my shoe. And I be like, you serious? Like, I don't take that as a compliment. Like, you telling me that I'm beautiful for a dark-skinned girl, or like, I'm so cute, but you don't really, I'm not your preference, or whatever the case may be. Now, my thing is this, right? I don't really care, like, if your preference is white, whatever. That's your preference. But where black women really feel offended and hurt is when you say one is better than the other. That's the real part that really hurts. Because it's like, damn, that's a slap in the face to your mother, your sister, your aunt. You mean all these black women around, you don't think that they're beautiful in no way, shape, or form.
Does that ever make you feel like you hate your skin? Like, not hate it, because
Yo, I swear to God, like,
you ever said to, like, damn, I wish I was lighter?
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. So look, I think that I'm very beautiful. I love myself. You understand what I'm saying? But as a black girl working in the clubs and stuff, I'll be bartending behind the bar. Guys will come in. And it's like I'm getting overlooked a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they gonna go to this girl, fake this, long hair, light skin, blah, 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 boom. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't care. I'm gonna make my money because I got good personality, right? So the lights come on, and I'm like, this is when you really gonna see who the bad bitches is. Dead ass. The lights come on, I swear, this happens to me every night. They be like, now you see who's really bad. You see who got good skin, good complexion, who really got nice teeth, everything. Like, then you see the girl that you thought was lit, ate up. Face looking crazy, body's botched, titties is lopsided. It's crazy. And they be like, where you was at all night? I'm like, nigga, I was right here.
I was right here.
You just overlooked me, like, but I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and
I don't
it's like,
want you.
and
I don't want you.
I think like society has programmed us,
To just be like, straight to that.
in my opinion, to overlook the black woman. Because even with me, sometimes it works. For real, like, I'm like, you know, I'm like, damn, yo, like, I got a kid by a woman her color, you feel me? And it's like now, you know, I date still Spanish girls mostly or whatever, but I dated black girls for a long time, like more than half of my life. And I seen like a big change in me, like, damn. And I never thought about it to my family, like, damn, boy, all these mamas you bringing in this house, where the black girls at? And I'm like, you know what? Like, I never thought of it like that, boy. You know what? Society is like, is powerful.
Think about it, like how hip hop culture did it. We watched the Big Pimpin' video back then.
Yeah.
Bring on, it's like you don't know nobody. You're being programmed. Your mind is conditioned to think like that. Like, you know, it's really the hip hop.
Even the tip drill video. Remember that video was all black girls.
Yeah.
That video was all
But
black
look
girls.
how they
But it was-
slutted
but
them
they put
out.
it on-
They slutted them out. They
was only on BET
over
Uncut.
sexualized them. They made them very raunchy. It wasn't no class
wasn't
involved
no
at
regular
all.
Is that the Nelly video?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it came on after 3.
At night.
So they wasn't like glorified in a good way. They were
basically,
like,
well, you know what? I'm happy today, like this show went down and we had a good topic about this and we learned a lot. We learned a lot about what you guys think, you know, what my fake half poppy brother think. Like, it's good to hear y'all opinions because we always wondered, you know, these things. And it's like, I'm happy that y'all came today for this like discussion. So even though that we out of time for this segment, it's always the 444 around here. And thanks for watching. and we will see you again soon. Peace.